Hey guys, what is happening? Welcome to the Geekly Media Show. Some exciting news today to tell you. Well, is Jason Momoa going to be Lobo? I think that he definitely is. Jason Momoa could play Lobo in the upcoming DC universe, and a new fan art makes the dream casting come true in a spectacular fashion. I'm going to put this up right now for you. Momoa will lead the last movie of the DCEU, which is Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, later this year. And however, it appears as though Momoa will appear in the upcoming DC movies in the new DCU in a different role, playing the anti-hero Lobo instead of Aquaman. So this is some exciting news. Let's break it down right now on the Geekly Media. So we all know by now that Momoa looks comic book accurate as Lobo in the DC Universe fan art, sporting the character's signature leather jacket with spikes and the ability to pull off Lobo's punk rock authentic look. And Momoa's intense acting style and the actor's intimidating physique really pulls it all together in nicely to sum up the character Lobo in the new DC universe. And Lobo has long been linked with the actor having expressed interest in playing the DC anti-hero, and now a new report claims that Momoa is in talks to play Lobo in James Gunn's DC universe. And according to the new information, Momoa would be leaving Aquaman behind in favour of playing Lobo in either Gunn's Superman Legacy or in a solo movie for DC's main man. And Momoa leaving Aquaman behind would not only be the major change that Gunn and Peter Safran would be making as DC jumps from the old DCU into the new DC universe, but according to a report, the entire Justice League cast will not return as their characters of the new DC universe. And while Gunn and Peter Safran have yet to comment on the news, it lines up with Gunn's casting with David Cornsweet as the DC Universe Superman instead of continuing on with Henry Cavill. Now, if he ends up switching roles, Momoa's Lobo would be the DC Universe version, kinda, of Deadpool and Wolverine. And that's kind of exciting because I feel that that is definitely something that the DC universe was missing last time. They didn't have the Deadpool character or something like, or they didn't have the Wolverine character or something like. There were a lot of rumors before that Deathstroke was going to be involved in the DC universe and Ben Affleck was going to create a Batman versus Deathstroke movie and etc. But it never happened. And so DC is now looking for that edgy, rocky, anti-hero kind of style character, and the person to fit that perfectly is Lobo, and I believe the person to play Lobo perfectly would be Jason Momoa. He kind of is that person anyway in real life. And not to say that he didn't do a good job of Aquaman, because everyone loved the Aquaman 1, took over 1 billion. Not sure about what Aquaman 2 is going to take because of the state of the DCEU. But I was happy with his Aquaman, but I do believe that they could have picked a more accurate looking Aquaman and a better character for the role. I genuinely do believe that, although I do like Momoa in the role, probably because I just like Momoa anyway. But it will really, really fit like a glove into the character of Lobo. So what comes into question now is, would this be a standalone Lobo movie, or would he pop up in the new Superman movie? Well, who knows? They have got quite a few superhero characters in the new Superman movie anyway. So, you know, I would be happy seeing him in the new Superman movie, but I also would be happy them doing a Lobo movie as well. Maybe James Gunn and Peter Safran have misdirected us in what movies are actually coming out, and maybe they might have in mind a Lobo movie. Now, we saw him in Krypton already. I didn't mind the character in there as well. I thought it was okay and it was enjoyable to watch. But Momoa, with his physique and his aura and his presence on screen, would absolutely kill the role. Realistically, I want to see him in the Superman movie. I do want to see him versus Superman, like on the animated cartoon, the Superman Man of Tomorrow. Lobo was in that, and he's a formidable force against Superman. And so for me, I definitely do want to see him up there in with David Cornsweat's Superman. It would be absolutely fantastic. It would be awesome if they can get this action right with Lobo. You know, he's flying around on his bike. He's got regenerating powers as well. So you can imagine his limbs going missing and stuff like that, and then it being regenerated. All that kind of edgy stuff that James Gunn can really, really get his claws into and quite easily accomplish and achieve, him being the edgy producer and director that he actually is. This is good news, and I do believe that this is true news that is actually going to be announced eventually. I just don't think they're going to be doing it while the actor strikes on and etc. But you know, in our world, it feels like it's almost confirmed. To the public, it might get rolled out soon enough. But this is awesome. I actually can't wait for them to reveal this, and I can't wait for Momoa to reveal this, and then for them to start doing the costume fitting and etc. Just to see how he would look, because it looks good as Aquaman, although he doesn't look like the comic accurate Aquaman. But it actually in real life just looks like Lobo anyway to me. So this is awesome news. To me, a couple more questions come to mind as well. Um, how they're going to write Lobo in. Is he still working for Brainiac? You know, is he going to be an anti-hero, or is he going to be a straight up villain, bad guy? I believe that him being both would serve Jason Momoa best. He's played some good villains in the past. You know, Fast and Furious, the movie Sylvester Stallone, and a few others like that. But I think Momoa would play best as an anti-hero. I really do believe that, as Lobo sort of is in the comics as well. And this is a character really that we just want to see throughout this new universe, causing problems with Superman, putting up a good battle with Superman, almost like when Zod fought Superman in Man of Steel. What an epic battle that was. I believe that James Gunn can accomplish things like this with Lobo. So I'm pretty excited for this. It's great news all around. Great news for Jason Momoa. He will be the only existing character in the DC universe that will be switching over to the DCU as well, which, you know, we've got no other one switching over. And congratulations to Jason Momoa. When it gets announced that you've got the role as Lobo, I'll be excited to hear it, and we'll report on this for full confirmation. But for now, guys, if you can like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that right now. See you later.